Hello students, Department of School Education Punjab brings you a PowerPoint presentation on the topic Direct and Indirect Speech for the students of class 10. This PowerPoint presentation is prepared by Padho Punjab, Padhao Punjab Team English. This is B. Ramneek Bala explaining this topic from Government Senior Secondary School, Kasabad, Ludhiana. Dear students, today we will learn in detail about direct and indirect speech. Here is an introduction of direct and indirect speech. Direct and indirect speech is also called narration. Let us know about what is a direct speech and indirect speech. The art of reporting the words of a speaker is called narration. There are two main ways of reporting the words of a speaker. First is direct speech, second is indirect speech. Let us know about direct speech in detail. In this form, the actual words of a speaker are put in quotes. For example, Rama said, "I'm very busy now." In the above example, the speaker, that is Rama, is known as reporter. Said is known as reporting verb and "I am very busy now" is known as reported speech. Let's see this picture. Here, a lady is sitting beside a table. She is telling these two guys, "You can wait in the staff room." This dialogue, "you can wait in the staff room," is coming directly out of the mouth of the speaker. So this is a direct speech. Now, these two guys are talking about the first speaker's dialogue. "The lady at the desk told me that we could wait in the staff room." This is a reported speech. Indirect speech. In this form, the actual words of the speaker are transformed and said or written in a simple manner. For example, Rama said that he was very busy then. Basic rules to convert a direct speech to indirect speech. There are 5 basic things that have to be changed while converting a direct speech to an indirect speech. First, to change the reporting verb according to the reported speech. Second, to remove the inverted commas from the direct speech and replace them with an appropriate conjunction. Fourth, to change the pronoun of reported speech accordingly. Then, change the adverbs of the direct speech. Change direct speech to indirect speech. Rules to be followed. There are certain rules to change the direct speech into indirect speech. Here are rules. Direct speech, indirect speech. Indirect speech, if it is in simple present tense, then while changing it into indirect speech, the verb is changed into simple past. Second, in direct speech, if the verb is in present continuous form, it is changed into past continuous form in indirect speech. In direct speech, if the verb is in present perfect form, it is changed into past perfect form in indirect speech. Present perfect continuous verb is changed into past perfect continuous. Simple past verb is changed into past perfect. Past continuous is changed into past perfect continuous verb. And past perfect verb is changed into past perfect. There is no change. It remains as it is. Similarly, past perfect continuous does not change in indirect speech. It remains as past perfect continuous only. Here are rules regarding changes in verb forms. Direct speech, indirect speech. As we did in the previous slide, that if in direct speech, if the verb is in simple present form, means simple present tense is given, in indirect speech it becomes simple past tense. For example, he goes. He is a subject, goes is a verb. It will be changed into simple past tense, he went, because in past tense, simple past tense, we use the second form of verb, goes is changed into went. Second is, if in direct speech, present continuous tense is given, it will be changed into past continuous tense. For example, he is going. He is a subject, is going is present continuous tense. In indirect speech, it will become like he was going. He is a subject, then is going is changed into was going past continuous tense. If in a direct speech, present perfect tense is given, it will be changed into past perfect tense. For example, he has gone. It will be changed into he had gone, because in past perfect tense we use had plus third form of verb. He had gone. Then fourth, present perfect continuous tense will be changed into past perfect continuous tense. For example, he has been going. It will be changed into he had been going. Has have is changed into had. Past continuous tense is changed into past perfect continuous tense in indirect speech. For example, if in a direct speech, the sentence is he was going. In indirect speech, it will become he had been going. Seventh, past perfect tense is changed into past perfect only, means it remains as it is. There is no change. For example, he had gone. It will remain as it is in indirect speech also. He had gone, no change. Then again, as I talked in the previous slide, past perfect continuous tense does not change in indirect speech. For example, he had been going. When indirect speech, it will become like this only. He had been going, no change. Now we will talk about future tense. If simple future tense is given in direct speech, means shall or will is given, then it will be changed into would. In simple future tense, in indirect speech, shall or will be changed into would. Then future continuous tense means when shall be or will be is given, it is changed into simple future in the past, means shall be will be changed into would be. Then Future perfect tense means shall have or will have. They will be changed into future perfect tense. Would have, shall have or will be changed into would have. Then future perfect continuous tense will be changed into future perfect continuous tense means will or shall have been will be changed into would have been. Only we have to change will or shall into would. Then if can is given in simple future tense, it will be changed into could. May will be changed into might. Then might, should, ought to. They do not normally change. Students, let's see an example. Active. Rajiv said to me, I shall go to the picture today. Passive. Rajiv told me that he would go to the picture that day. In the above example, reporting verb said to is changed into told. Said to is changed into told. Inverted commas are replaced by the conjunction that. Reported speech pronoun I is changed into he. Reported speech verb shall go is changed into would go. As another change, today is changed with the word that day. Now students, here are some rules to change the pronouns. How to change the pronouns when we change direct speech into indirect speech. Here are some classifications: nominative, possessive, objective, reflexive. I is changed into my, me, myself. We is changed into our, us, ourselves. You is changed into yours, you, yourself. He is changed into his, him, himself. She is changed into her, herself. They is changed into their, them, themselves. Now here is a rule for changing pronouns. S-O-N. Pronouns are changed according to a rule designated as son, where S stands for subject, O stands for object, N stands for no change. First person changes to subject of reporting verb. Second person changes to object of reporting verb. There is no change if it is a third person. As I told you earlier, first person pronoun of reported speech is changed according to the subject of the reporting verb. Let's see an example. In direct speech, she says, I am in 10th class. In direct speech, she says that she is in 10th class. Next example, I say, I am an honest man. Indirect, I say that I am an honest man. In first example, she says. Reporting verb is in the present form, says. Then only pronouns are changed of the reporting speech. Because when we solve this sentence, she says that, we have removed inverted commas and we have put the word that. I am in 10th class. I is changed into she, then remaining sentence will remain as it is. Means only pronouns are changed. There is no. Students, here is rule number 2. Second person pronoun of reported speech is changed according to object of the reporting verb. Direct speech. She says to me, you have done your work. Indirect speech. She tells me that I have done my work. Here, in the reporting verb, object is me. And second person pronoun will be changed according to me. It will become like this. She tells me that I have done my work. Your work, my work. You have done, I have done. Then second example, she says to her, you have done your work. Indirect sentence. She tells. Says to is changed into tells. She tells her that. We have removed commas and put conjunction that. She has done her work. She, instead of you, we have used here she, because we have used she according to the object of the reporting speech. Object is here her. And answer will become like this. She tells her that she has done her work. Next. Third person pronoun of reported speech is not changed. For example, he says he does not work hard. Indirect speech. He says that he does not work hard. He is a third person pronoun. It will not be changed. Next example. Everybody says they have spoken the truth. Indirect speech. Everybody says that they have spoken the truth. Reporting speech. In this sentence, we have not changed the tense and also we have not changed the pronouns because reporting verb is in the form of present tense, and in the reported speech here the third person pronoun they is used and that also will not be changed. Here are rules of changing of verbs or tense. If reporting verb is given in the present or future tense, then there will be no change in the verb or tense of the reported speech. For example, the teacher says Harjeet plays in the ground. Solution. The teacher says that Harjeet plays in the ground. Next, the teacher is saying Harjeet plays in the ground. Answer. The Harjeet is saying that Harjeet plays in the ground. The teacher will say Harjeet plays in the ground. The teacher will say that Harjeet plays in the ground. Students, in this example, the reporting verb has present or future tense. So, the tense of the reported speech is not changed. Only pronouns are changed if it is there. So, we can say that when in the reporting verb, present or future tense form is given, then there will be no change in the tense of the reported speech. If reporting verb is given in the past tense, students, is very important. If the reporting verb is given in the past tense, then the tense of the verb of the reported speech will change into corresponding past tense. For example, the teacher said, I'm suffering from fever. Indirect speech, the teacher said that she was suffering from fever. Now look at this sentence. We have removed commas and we have put that because the reporting verb is in the simple past tense form. Said. Said is the second form of the verb say. I am suffering from fever. Present continuous tense is used. And when indirect speech, it will be changed into past continuous tense. It will become, the teacher said that she was suffering from fever. Next example, she said to me, I took the breakfast in the morning. Now here, look at the sentence. She said to me. In reporting verb, past tense is used, said. And in the reported speech, I took. Took is simple past tense. Second form of verb is used. When we will change this into indirect speech, a simple past tense is changed into past perfect tense. So the answer will be she told me. Said to is changed into told. She told me that she had taken. Took is changed into had plus third form of verb taken. She had taken the breakfast in the morning. Here are some exceptional cases about rule number 2 that reports if reporting verb is given in past tense, then the tense of the verb of the reported speech will change into the corresponding past tense. Exceptional cases are here. Our teacher said the earth is round. Solution. Our teacher said that the earth is round. Now see, the reporting verb said is used. It is in the past tense. But when we change this into indirect sentence, we do not change the tense of the reported speech because it is a universal truth. Second example. Rajiv said to me he plays with the right hand. Solution. Rajiv told me that he plays with the right hand. We have not changed the tense of the reported speech in indirect sentence because there are two exceptional cases. Whenever there is any universal truth given in direct speech or any habitual fact is mentioned in the direct speech, we do not change the tense while changing this into indirect speech. Here are some other small changes that used to take place while changing direct speech to indirect speech. Here changes to there, now changes to then, this changes to that, these changes to those, today changes to that day, tonight changes to that night, yesterday changes to the previous night, last night changes to the previous night, last week changes to the previous week, tomorrow changes to the next day, next week changes to the following week, ago changes to before, thus changes to so, hence changes to thence, hither changes to thither, come changes to go. Here are some rules for change in narration of different type of sentences. We'll talk about the assertive sentences. Rule number 1. If there is no object after reporting verb, then there should not be any change. If there is some object after reporting verb, then say is changed to tell, says to tells, and said to told. According to the context, said to can be replaced by replied, informed, stated, added, remarked, asserted, assured, pleaded, reminded, reported, or complained, etc. Here are some rules and examples about question sentences. Question sentences are also called interrogative sentences. Rule number 1. An interrogative sentence is meant to ask questions. Therefore, reporting verb said or said to is changed to asked. Said to can also be changed into enquired or demanded. Rule number 2. If question is formed with the help of any of the helping verbs like is, are, am, was, were, has, have, do, does, will, would, etc., then inverted commas are to be replaced by if or whether. If the question is formed with the help of words starting with WH like who, whose, what, whom, when, etc., they are also called or known as W family, or how, then to replace inverted commas, no conjunction is used. Rule number 3 about interrogative sentences. In these sentences, question form of the sentence is removed and Full stop is put at the end of the sentence. Helping verb is, am, are, was, were, etc. should be put after the subject. If the interrogative sentence is expressing positive feeling, then do, does of the direct speech is removed while converting it into indirect speech. If the interrogative sentence is expressing negative feeling, then do, does of the direct speech is changed into did while converting it into indirect speech. Did or has, have in the interrogative sentence is changed to had. Here are rules for imperative sentences. Examples. He said, please solve this exercise. Doctor said to him, avoid eating fast food. He said, shut down the shop quickly. Answers. He requested to solve that exercise. When in the direct speech, please word is used, we change it into indirect sentence with the word requested. He requested. Instead of using please, we have used the word requested to solve that exercise. Next is, doctor said to him, avoid eating fast food. Doctor suggested him not to eat fast food. He said, shut down the shop quickly. He ordered to shut down the shop quickly. So the imperative sentences are those that indicate request, as in example 1, suggestion, example 2, command or order, in example 3. Basic rules to solve imperative sentence indirect speech exercise are: understand the mood of the sentence, whether it is command, request or advice. Change the reporting verb said into requested, ordered, commanded, suggested or advised. If the reported speech starts with please, change it with requested or implored. Follow other rules of direct and indirect speech. Dear students, it was all about direct and indirect speech. This topic will be further delivered in part 2 in the next PowerPoint presentation of direct and indirect speech. I hope you would have enjoyed and liked this PowerPoint presentation. Students, thank you very much for watching this PowerPoint presentation.